What's up, everybody? It's your favorite remote control robot's favorite nerd, and today we are looking at the Robosen Bumblebee. This is on loan to me, courtesy of Robert D. This is a bit more involved than the Prime, for better or worse, which we'll talk about in final thoughts. But we are going to go through it, show you all the features and such, show you what he can do, talk about the kind of build and figure element of it, and eventually we'll have some final thoughts. But until then, let's start with some accessories. So he comes with a gun. You know, the Prime did as well. It was just at the bottom of the box and I missed it. Painted silver. Sculpted nice enough. Got the little bit in there. You know, all's well that ends well, I suppose. And he can hold it just fine. He comes with a charger block and charger cord that will be required to plug him in to get some energy to check him out, so to speak. Now, before we get started, there are some things that you should know about this guy. So this is him standing neutral when you turn the power on, and he'll get to like breathing and stuff and all that kind of stuff. If you want him in like a pose, you just hit the power button again. And he'll stay like that. He's all lit up and stuff, and you could have him connected to a power source if you needed to. Then you can have him go to a neutral pose by pressing it again. And then if you turn him off, you just hold the power button down the same way to turn him on.
See you later.
And then the nice thing is unlike the Prime, which was kind of stuck in a very generic pose if he wasn't being active, this guy within reason, you can pose. So I would be gentle. But you know, now you could have him like that on your shelf with no problem. And that is cool. I wish there was a waist swivel, but I'm guessing due to all of the stuff going on in there, that was impossible. But that to me is an improvement from the Prime. You know, but there's a number of things the Prime can do that this can't in the same breath, isn't there? So anyway, let's not talk about what this guy can't do at the moment. Let's talk about what he can do. And then there's also like a QR code on the back of the instructions that, let me try not to give away anything personal in here. You can use for the app to work his features, so to speak, which we will show you. And there he is. I'll raise this up just the slightest bit to try to get him all in frame. As you can see, he still has that breathing feature when he's on. Speaking of on, I'll show you a couple things. The power button is there. Speaker's there, obviously. And then the plug is there. Now, you have to get the QR code so that you can get the app, and then you use the app to use the features. We'll talk about the features in a minute, but in order to activate it, you have to activate the app, or launch the app rather. It will advise you to double tap the power button. I had a problem getting it started, as you'll see on Patreon First Impressions, but what I did was hold down the button and then tapped it twice, and it worked for me. I don't know if that's me, or if it's it, or if I should read the instructions closer. I was trying to use the quick start feature, if you would. But, yeah, the general plastic and stuff feels good. He's got some general heft to him. You can move him. It feels like you're moving against the gears and such, specifically when he's not all kind of like this. He's fully painted. The eyes are lit up, and the lights are both in the eyes and then down here. And then even, actually there might even be, let me turn this off. No, the side is not. But I'll tell you what, we'll turn off the lights for just a second and take a look at him in the dark. You know, there's something, right? Something to look at. So, let's take a look at the features. So, when you launch the app, it comes with 4 different sections: remote control, create, action download center, and mini theater. We'll go to remote control.
Control mode.
So let's see what this does. There's a gun button.
Okie dokie.
Let's see this. We have this.
Hey, it's great to see you. What's your name?
That's like the greetings. I don't know what these do over here. We'll check them out. Oh, Action Jackson. Oh, kicking. I got it. And then we have another action here. There's a star button.
Woohoo!
Wave maybe, or clap.
All systems are go.
All right, and then frowny face.
Aw, shucks.
And then we have random.
When in doubt, I ask myself, what would Optimus Prime do?
So you can actually move him by taking the Autobot symbol. Make him walk. And if you hold it there, he'll continue walking. Let's get him to go. I'll tell you what, let's have him moonwalk, shall we? Yeah, get some. All right. So then, the same will be for all of them, I guess.
Okie dokie.
No, you can't move him while he's shooting or whatever. Alright, so that's just the layout. Alright, so let's check the next thing. So you can go into program mode, and you can use like...
Enter the program mode. Voice function off.
Kind of like preset loops and stuff that they have to create your own movement. Or...
Program mode.
Stand by. You can go into manual mode and kind of put it in step by step to get them to do whatever you want. But neither of that really interests me a whole lot. There's also victory. I mean, I'm sorry. Like the movements that it has. So victory.
Happy B-Day. Get it? B-Day?
Defense.
Whoa! Thanks for the heads up.
Attack.
Ha! I was born battle ready.
Circuit fault.
Hey, my circuits are overheating. Aw, shucks.
That was pretty funny. I wonder if he can stand up. Up. Yep. All right, let's try. What can you do?
All systems are go. Having some technical difficulties.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday? Now that's something to buzz about. Happy birthday to one of my favorite humans.
Hello, in the words of Lionel Richie.
Hey, it's great to see you. What's your name?
Open fire.
Okie dokie.
Dance.
Hey, let's bust a move.
Pose.
Cruising cool.
When in doubt.
When in doubt, I ask myself, what would Optimus Prime do?
Report.
Bumblebee reporting for duty.
Watch out.
Watch out! It's Megatron! Prepare for battle! Let's kick it up a notch.
Introduce yourself.
My name's Bumblebee. Sting like a bee.
And then there's also like you can download different ones as well, which is cool. And I guess they keep updating it. Now, there's also mini theater, and you can go into solo play.
Bluetooth control mode. Voice function off.
And we can go into the Born for Battle, right? We press start. And it's a 45-second loop that'll play here, but we'll also see it here. And I'm just gonna move him back a bit just in case.
I'd do anything to protect my friends.
Now, voice command. Hello, Bumblebee.
How's it going?
Hello.
Hey, it's great to see you. What's your name?
What can you do?
All systems are go. Having some technical difficulties.
Open fire.
Okie dokie.
Attack.
Ha! I was born battle ready.
Defense.
Whoa! Thanks for the heads up.
Pose.
Cruising cool.
Dance.
Hey, let's bust a move.
And I'm sure there's other stuff, but I think that gives us a good enough idea to move on. So let's do some size comparisons, and then we'll get out of here. Size comparison wise, there he is with X-Transbot's Cliff Jumper and Make Toys Jazz. So, I mean, he's huge. I still have the Bandai Voltron down here. So let me put that, I'll put that in front of him as well. You know, big old unit. Thank God. Final thoughts wise, let's start with the negatives. It doesn't transform. I'm not sure why not, but I really think that that should be Robosen's thing, is that it transforms. If it doesn't, then it's just a remote control robot, which is fine, but perhaps not $400 fine. Now, if this was $400 and it transformed, it would be a steal. But it doesn't have the same wow factor. It doesn't keep me moving in the same way. It doesn't keep me excited or interested or involved in the same way because it doesn't do the thing, right? And I do think that that was a mistake. Now, with that being said, I think they probably should have had a waist swivel. I understand everything that's going on in there. Trust me, I get it. But it doesn't transform, right? So can we move the waist? And if not, why not? And then lastly, I appreciate the app and everything, but I do wish there was a few things that were a little bit more user-friendly about it. It's not the most intuitive app that I've ever seen. And it's just, I'll be honest with you, it's just, to me, it's just not as fun to mess with this while having to mess with my phone. It just doesn't do a whole lot for me in that regard. And those are my negatives. Positives, it is still very fun. It's also another one of those products that brings a smile to your face as he starts to perform some of the actions. While I think that the app makes it a less enjoyable experience, I do appreciate all the bonus things that the app offers in order to allow you to have a more integrated experience with it. It's fully painted and it's sculpted nicely. Actually, even to include, there's like some like honeycomb sculpting inside the back of the legs. Little stuff like that is not lost on me. The sounds are clear and they don't sound like a crappy speaker. And I think they did care about this. You know, I'm just not sure if it's enough, specifically at its price point. I'm just not sure that it does enough for me to make me at all interested. There's even like little things like around the sculpting of the lips and the mouth and stuff that doesn't quite do it for me, but like you could forgive a whole ton if it did a bit more on the electronic side of things. But being as though, you know, it does some impressive stuff, granted, but not as impressive as the Prime, so therefore, while it may look better, it makes a different type of sacrifice, right? And I'm not sure which I would prefer. Actually, I am sure I would prefer a Transform. That's what made the Prime special. This is cool, but it's not special. So if you want something cool, I can recommend it. If you want something special, I can't. But the good news is it's fun. Hope that helps. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.